don't know if it was that surprising because you saw hints of it in the game before as well, and we've spoken about it on our previous episodes as well. I think it was around the 60th minute when the most obvious sign of this, you call it evolution, or you sort of understanding your reality was shown to you कि आपने अर्लिंग हालैंड को सब्स्टिट्यूट किया है. आप 1-0 से आगे हो और आपने नेथन आके को भेजा है to make it a back five, right? That was the most obvious sign of how Pep Guardiola and Manchester City and the kind of style or the change in approach, in-game approach, I would say. I wouldn't say it's change in approach throughout the season, but in-game approach to sort of manage the game will be seen much more of this season as we've seen in the seasons of the past. Right? Because हम लोग एवोल्यूशन कह सकते हैं सर, एवोल्यूशन कह दो. मेरे हिसाब से तो रियलिटी है. पिछले सीजन डंडा पड़ा है, आप बॉल रख नहीं पाए हो ज़्यादा, और आप बॉल अगर रख नहीं पाओगे ज़्यादा उनके किस्म के एक्सपेंसिव फुटबॉल में या जैसे भी वो कमिट करते हैं, तो फिर आप गोल खाओगे. सिंपल सी बात है. तो कहीं ना कहीं पिछले सीजन जो आपने इतने पॉइंट्स गिराए हैं, एंड बॉय ओ बॉय डिड दे ड्रॉप सो मेनी पॉइंट्स लास्ट सीजन. आई थिंक दिस इज अ कोर्स करेक्शन फ्रॉम दैट. एज सिंपल एज दैट, राइट?
As simple as that. And what we spoke about in the episode, in the first episode on the pod,
Yeah.
this game has just confirmed it. So it's similar to Arsenal. So for example, Arsenal against the big teams for the first 60 minutes try to control the game, and in the last 30 minutes try to win it. So Manchester City in the last game, they made the change for 5-4-1 in the 90th minute. But this was a big game. So he wanted that 1 point and he made that 5-4-1 change in the 60th minute. So it's the opposite of what Arteta is doing. And it's a clear plan. On the flip side also, they played in the Champions League. I think Haaland came off and the report was that he said he was tired. But it's a clear plan. And what it's and I said in the chat as well, Arteta, Pep looks so apprehensive on the touchline because he doesn't know what's going on. It's not his style.
Yeah.
It's not his philosophy.
You think it's because some no, but someone like Linder's coming in, there is an authoritative voice there who is suddenly now maybe challenging is not the right way to say it, but you're kind of dropping your guard as well and saying ki, there is another voice coming in, there is another approach, and so even if it doesn't come naturally to me, it's good for my team.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I said. You know, at the international break, after the first 3 games, they had a good chat. They definitely had a good chat and they've come to an agreement. Let's try this. And this is what is good about Pep Guardiola. If you see, he's always been reliant on the assistant sitting next to him, right? Be it Arteta, be it Maresca, be it Guamo Limo, and now with Pep Linders. And there's a reason why he's bought in Pep Linders and Kolo Toure. It's not out of the blue. I think he realized that this season we need a change, which is intensity, which is defensive organization, and Pep Linders and Kolo Toure get that, to the table. And then it comes down to Pep saying, yes, let's do it. But it's you can see it in the post-match interview as well. The interview asked him at the start of the game, fatigue was not an issue. But at the end of the game, you say fatigue is an issue because of Champions League. But he clearly said to the reporter, we've been together for 10 years and you don't understand my comment. Of course, it's not an issue, but we are trying to adapt to what we see on the field of play. And if I've done it once in 10 years or something like that, it's not.
Yeah, I have the quote.
Yeah, but it's going to happen much more times in the season. And when they play against the teams that they are, expected to beat, like say for example, say Manchester United in the last game, the Leeds, the Nottingham Forest, the Fulhams, etc. This change will happen maybe post 80 minutes, 90 minutes. But since they wanted a point against Arteta, and since they realized as soon as Saka came on, as soon as Eze came on, and not that as soon as Gabriel Martinelli came on, so they realized that this is too much for us to handle, and we need to go to that back five. And I said it in the chat, this is a bit too early. When you kind of park the bus a little bit too early, you encourage the opposition to play even more direct and even more with an attacking intent. And
is there more a sign of जो पिछले सीजन डंडा पड़ा है वो डर अभी तक निकला नहीं है सर. That's why you've gone so early. सिंपल सी बात है. आपने जो इतने पॉइंट्स गिराए हैं, आपको डंडा पड़ा है पिछले सीजन और कस के डंडे पड़े हैं आपको पिछले सीजन from a team perspective.
Like that, these guys were sitting with the fixtures for weeks now. ऐसा नहीं है कि उनको मंडे पता चला कि 3 मैचेस आने वाले हैं in a gap of 7 days. If you just look at the way Foden fell back, the way Doku fell back and created those lines of 5, 4 and 1, this has been work on the training ground. When the exercises are early, they do it because they looked organized. ऐसा नहीं था कि it was उसने bench से ही बोल दिया कि थक गए सब लोग ये कर लो. I mean the fact that they were a fatigued team, the fact that if we get an early lead, if very aware of what Arsenal's attacking threats are, that this could be a possible strategy. How early they executed, that would have been part of the plan from start of the week. क्योंकि ये एक दिन में तो नहीं आएगा. I doubt they're barely trained even. मतलब you would have had your recovery after the Napoli game.
Yeah.
के बीच पे ये लोग ने एक अच्छा डिफेंसिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सेट करके उसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया है. दिस इज नॉट समथिंग दैट हैज कम आउट ऑफ द ब्लू. द फैक्ट दैट दे प्लेड दैट वे हैज कम इन द लाइट ऑफ योर मैनचेस्टर डर्बी, योर नापोली गेम एंड दिस गेम कमिंग अप. सो एंड दिस वुड हैव बीन लाइक यही करना ही था. इट्स नॉट अबाउट द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ लास्ट सीजन की डंडा खाया एंड एक्स वाई एंड जेड.
So you're saying it's purely because आपको 48 घंटे ही मिले हैं.
And
तो क्या आते what is the best possible way of protecting the player and the result? Simple सी बात है.
And the goal came early ना. अभी और क्या करेंगे. रिजल्ट तो एक हाथ में तो I mean you had one hand on the results. And the only way to secure it, given all the context of fatigue, जो बोलो, ये सब मिला के तो ये दिखेगा ना. As in this was part of the plan. I mean like all the names that Point is given in the coaching staff,
हाँ.
not out of blue की park the bus बोल दिया और हो गया. मतलब they have worked on it and it takes a lot for it.
Yeah, but the goal that they scored also, the goal that they scored as well was
That's again counter.
on their own path and counter.
See.
Just- It's clear for everybody, and it last year there was a doubt, but towards the end of the season and the start of this season, it's clear for every team in the Premier League and in the Champions League that fear factor of facing Manchester City are gone. That machine that everybody feared, that week in, week out, they come in and outpass you and, outpossession you and outscore you has gone, So now it depends upon how brave the opposition is. That's it. And Manchester City are, when it comes down, I won't be surprised if they do the same thing when they play the likes of Liverpool or maybe a Newcastle. Some team that is playing at that level and playing aggressive and high intensity football. But against the likes of Brighton, against the likes of Manchester United,
रखेंगे ball.
even though the fear factor is gone, they will go toe to toe. Now, it didn't work for them against Brighton, but it worked for them against Manchester United. So they are in that phase as well of trying to prove that they are still there, but with a little different style, which is adapted from Pep and the others in the coaching staff. Whereas when it comes to the commentator as well said, earlier, if Manchester City were up 1-0, they would just keep the ball. They would just not let you get the ball.
Yeah.
But now,
भूत बनाते
after they went 1-0, they just gave you the ball. So it's a complete shift. So that's why I said if this is going to be the Manchester City, I would watch each and every game, because one is when the game is even, they are in your face, they are exciting, there are more transitions happening now. There's not a lot of possession. And then when it comes to the big games like Arsenal and Liverpool and Newcastle's, they're going to go into this shape and say, come and beat us. And eventually there are going to be teams that have the firepower to beat them as well, even when though they are in that low block. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Pep maneuver is, because it's very clear that he's not comfortable. It's not his philosophy. But how he's going to justify that in post-match comments is going to be fun to watch.
So, sir, what you say in post-match comments, especially in that media environment, more often than not, you're protecting your team, you're putting that shield out there. So, जो आप कह रहे हो is first and foremost coming from that perspective, मेरे हिसाब से. But the second thing I also feel is that he's realized that the transfer they've made over the last season or season and a half, they haven't worked out. They just haven't worked out. तो उसका अब अगला तरीका क्या है? क्योंकि अब सडनली यू कांट शिप आउट 5-6 प्लेयर्स. जो अभी आए उसको निकाल दो और किसी और को ले आओ, वो वाला सीन तो होगा नहीं वर्ल्ड फुटबॉल में. तो आपको इसके साथ बेस्ट पॉसिबल सिनेरियो, एंड विच इज व्हाई समवन लाइक राइंडर्स इज कमिंग टू योर टीम, बिकॉज ही हेल्प्स यू ब्रेक विद दैट पेस, आल्सो हेल्प्स यू कीप द बॉल एज वेल. बट रिचर्ड, व्हाट अ प्लेयर दिस गाय इज, अर्लिंग हालैंड. भाई मतलब आप कुछ भी कहो, जैसा भी था वो गोल, But then the way the guy attacks the goal, sir, it's just like this, right? Left, right, कुछ नहीं. तू आ रहा है तो मैं ठा करके मुझे कोई लेना देना नहीं है तेरे से. That kind of laser focus, and then to go in there and use that right to finish at that early stage in the game. Oof, one of the best striker in the world.
No, I'm not a fan, but one of the ESP.
Yeah, after all that lag, मैं तो ऑस्कर देने वाला था उसको सर. आपने सीधा फिल्म फेयर पे ले आए हो.
नहीं, पर ये एक ESPN का जो पोस्ट गेम ESPN FC का जो शो है, one of those panelists over there, he had done the post game interviews with Haaland, and he had mentioned that as soon as he got the toe poke into Reiner's feet, Haaland started sprinting and he kept telling him, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, till he could break through, because Doku was there on the left.
Hmm.
And just the fact that you were screaming at him, ki, nahi, like just setting off on him. And even Gary Lineker in the podcast had mentioned that though this guy is operating at neck break speed, I mean, like, just absolutely berserk, scary to watch. On a foot race, he'll take you on, physically big. The amount of calmness he's got in his head to get those finishes in, because not only the finish with David, like, till the time he gets to the ball first, that is absolute berserk running. Yeah, the composure in front of goal, the ability to finish, the technique that he displays, I mean, that's second to none. So it's a scary combination of sheer physicality and also technical ability to find the net consistently. But you don't get that too much. And the nature of the goal भी देखो is not a Man City goal कि भीड़ में से ball निकाल दिया और फिर टूट के आगे निकल गए, and then you got that countering goal. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan क्योंकि it comes too easy and then you don't get that whole player and this and that. But yeah,
Right, so that, where do you stand on this? This I need to get your opinion on, Richard, because Haaland जैसा खिलाड़ी, and he makes a point, Bernardo Silva, यार, giving you 48 hours. And irrespective of when you might have known the fixture is a different thing, sir. 48 hours आप लोगों ने खिलाड़ियों को देखा है. 48 hours आप अगर किसी को दे रहे हो और बोलो आओ जी प्ले और टाइटल कंटेंडर in 48 hours. और चलो forget टाइटल कंटेंडर. You're playing a game of football in 48 hours. That is a crime. I mean, कितना आप पैसा बनाओगे मुझे तो ये नहीं समझ में आ रहा. कितना आप कमर्शियली इस स्पोर्ट को देखोगे, बिकॉज इट इज गोइंग द वे ऑफ कमर्शियल. दिस थिंग फीफा क्लब वर्ल्ड कप आ गया. मतलब इन अ सीजन अगर आप 60-65 गेम खेल रहे हो सर, कहाँ बंदा रिकवरी करेगा? रिकवरी नहीं करेगा, दिमाग कहाँ चलेगा फ्रेश होके फिर?
were 2-3 points. I think there was a article sometime back in the
Feel
Athletic.
pro.
नहीं, FIFPro का तो report है that is, players are being overused and then the tempo of the game has gone up. So the demand and recovery time has to increase. But also in the Athletic, there was an article talking about this revised Champions League version that has seen teams use more players than ever. As in usually when teams would not play more than, let's say, 15 unique faces in this phase, that is what happened between October and December, वो group stages शुरू होने से पहले. Now you're seeing 22, 25, 31 players being used, unique players being used because of the way it is lined out. दूसरी बात ये भी है कि आज बात इनसे कल बात आर्सेनल पे भी आएगी, where they play on a Thursday and then on a Sunday. So this eventually will catch up, and not say it's fair or unfair, but this
नॉट फ्रॉम अ सिटी पर्सपेक्टिव भाई. मैं बस खिलाड़ी का सोच रहा हूँ. मैं सिटी छोड़ दो, आर्सेनल छोड़ दो.
these are all commercial drivers now. I mean, to play in the Champions League is commercially viable for all of them. Everything is speaked around TV times and all of that. मतलब player का जो हालत है, and the Speed Pro has released, I think, 4 reports in the last 7-8 years.
Yeah.
Talking about this increased load with international football and club football coming up. मतलब Pedri के साथ देखो, look at which guy, the one who plays for Man City as well. I mean, they've stacked up like 70 games in a calendar year. That is
Rodri, is
yeah,
that what you wrote?
Rodri.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether it is this season, whether they've made a change, because this is the first time I've seen there are Champions League matches on Tuesday night Indian time, right? Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Usually it's just Tuesday and Wednesday, and then you have Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday for the Europa and Conference League.
Volume of games being played.
हाँ सुन तो होगा ना सर. तो एक
So no, when was the last time?
लास्ट में
Yeah, and I don't know when was the last time. Exactly, yeah. And I don't know when was the last time this happened, but Pep Guardiola has played the same team for 3 games running, which was the Manchester United game, which was Athletic Club and Arsenal. He's not made a single change. I don't know when this was the last time, maybe in his time at Barcelona or something like that. But he has never played the same lineup for 3 consecutive games.
Yeah.
And that is definitely going to have an effect, on the intensity of the game. And, after the Liverpool game against Everton, when Ekitike scored and he was asked, Arne Slot was asked, he said, "This is what you get when players are fresh."
Oh.
So that is also a thing that is going around now, that we need to keep our players as fresh as possible. So you need to adapt.
नहीं पर सर ये कब तक चलेगा? मैं कह रहा हूँ, if the biggest voices in the sport are publicly speaking about it and they've not been just woken up right now, they've been on it for a while now, a year and a half, a year. कब तक ये चलेगा? मैं तो ये सोच रहा हूँ कि मतलब कब तक आप कहोगे कि जी हमारा फैक्शन कह रहा है हमारे लिए ये बेस्ट है, हमारा फैक्शन कह रहा है हमारे लिए बेस्ट है, हमारा टूर्नामेंट कह रहा है हमारे लिए बेस्ट है, सब पैसे कमाएंगे, everyone will go home rich, right? Well done. That's the end game. Everyone goes home very rich. The viewer is very happy because he's on a different kind of dopamine. He's just going ta 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 ta. He's getting so much to watch. कब तक? कब तक? I mean, will it only be, Richard, that when sort of your big players start picking up more and more injuries? It's already started, in fact. I think the report said 32% the injuries have gone up. Muscle injuries, not impact injuries. And muscle injuries more often than not is an impact of fatigue catching up with you. So, kahin na kahin, I don't know when that ceiling will be broken. What is the limit in that?
I think Varane had was featured in the report, and him saying that he's had enough of this high level football. Mother just getting a bit too taxing for him, and I think slowly players will step up. As in contracts will be suited to a number of matches you play for season. I don't know. I mean, you get unique contracts where guys say that I only come off the bench and never start a match. मतलब contract जो आप agree करोगे, I think over there it can be limited to a bunch of minutes and things that you will be subject to mandatorily. Over and above that, pay structures may change. So I think players will catch up eventually in terms of agreeing the terms to take care of themselves. Also, the fact that sports science is going to catch up to with this, because Champions League, I think I watched about 3-4 games this week. The spectacle was incredible.
Good games, sir. Good games.
The way the 90 minutes unfolded, seeing two teams from different countries.
But you're also seeing it at the start of the season ना भाई. तो अभी तो सब on है, fresh है.
ये cricket का क्या बात करना फिर अगर ये अभी इससे आ गए. And like the whole point is that this will eventually, as you go down the season, it will affect, let's say, less than 10% of the entire player pool. The teams will get eliminated, teams will go away, and then it's up to the managers who manage those champions to see that their players are fresh, that they're available and ready to play and compete across all fronts. So eventually, when it comes to the quarterfinal stage, that will be, let's say, 2 teams out of the entire Premier League that will be subject to that sort of a table. The ones who survive the domestic cups will be subject to that volume of games. The ones who play part of important international teams will have to meet the demands every international break and the World Cup.
Yeah.
ये जो load आ रहा है, this is coming, let's say, within the top 10 professional player pool.
हाँ,
So then it's 50% of your revenue also. But important guys in the world.
I had a conversation about this with a dear friend. I won't tell you his name, and you'll figure out what his name is because he told me ये अमीरों की problem है. Now you know who I'm talking about also. He said ये जो no worries, no worry. I'll go to Floyd. He said a very nice thing. He said ये अमीरों की problem है. This is like what Richard said. It's the top 10% of world football. It's their problem. जो छोटी टीम है वो तो कह रहे हैं हमें खेलने को मिल रहा है, हमें तो और खेलने को मिल रहा है, अच्छा है.
Exactly. And there was a quote from one of the, I think the board directors at Bayern Munich as well, is that, if you want higher salaries, you need to play more matches. If you want to play less competition, then expect less salary as well. So it was I think the FIFA president as well, the UEFA president as well said the same thing. If you want to play less competition, then reduce your wages. So it's a clear thing, and it's a sign that we are moving in. See, it's not going to change. Competition is not going to change.
But you're saying
Not-
that 4 years later we're having this conversation, players might be playing 75 games? Is that what you're saying? I mean,
But that's where now teams have to be very shrewd in their squad.
so bigger squads.
You say bigger squads and younger squads. You see, now there is a lot of emphasis on teams trying to buy younger players. So players that can sustain, more games over a period of time. Younger players to recover quicker in between games, and that's what has been happening at the moment. Younger players, bigger squads, and squad depth is and then a lot of teams have changed their style of play for games. Now we talk about Newcastle. Newcastle is known for what? When I said Newcastle versus Arsenal, you said that's going to be a high intense game. At the weekend, Eddie Howe went to a back five, and there was absolutely no intensity in the game. He went there to park the bus and get a 0-0 draw. Why? No surprise, it was after a Champions League game. So, out of the 6 Premier League teams that played in the Champions League, only one got 3 points. The others either drew or dropped points. So, it makes a big difference, not just in the. So, they've got to know that now. It's not about the money that is affecting them or the injuries. It makes a big difference in where they finish in the table eventually. You can't be like a Tottenham Hotspur under Ange, where you win the Europa Conference League and finish 17th every season. So you have to find that balance. So a lot of teams are now, changing their style of play, adapting to players, the well-being and the freshness of the players, and trying to find a balance in getting, the right result and putting out a team that's competitive enough to win the games, just enough.
That can last.
We've
the
talked
season.
exactly. We've spoken about Liverpool winning 5 games where each and every game they could have drawn or lost.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen last season with Arne Slot, he knows just the right amount of energy to spend with respect to his team selection and his substitutions to get the result. Every game under Arne Slot, I've rarely seen a game under Arne Slot where we won by more than 2 goals. So maybe that's the way about going things. Maybe he's actually in control of what Liverpool is doing. And maybe the players at Liverpool also know exactly when they need to switch from first gear to second gear to third gear, or just play at that level, just to preserve themselves for the season. Players like, you can't lose players like Van Dijk, Salah, Gravenberch, and Konate and Alisson who are going to play eventually 60, 70 games a season. So they know now that they have to kind of tone down and play to a certain level where they can just get those 3 points and then just relax. That's what we're getting into the player's head. Yeah.
What you're saying is 100% facts, but just as someone who enjoys football, who loves football, doesn't sit well with me. That, from a 90-minute game, you're also having to think, of course, you think of long-term impact and long-term how the season will be managed. But I guess you're right. The point about young players, spot on. That the roster goes up, the number of players you're using goes up in the season. And maybe this is just that adjustment phase, right, Richard? We're not used to it. Maybe this is just that adjustment phase that possibly if, say, just hypothetically, if you were using 25 players to play 80% of your games the seasons before this, that number suddenly goes up to 32, 33, sometimes even 35.
Or maybe rule changes will come in. Maybe it won't be really limited to 5 substitutions. You will have different subs to resemble some of the American sports, where you have rolling subs to impact the outcome. And obviously, it will seem outlandish. We have gone from 1 sub to 3 subs to 5 subs now, 1 extra sub in extra time in case the match ends with a draw. You're slowly starting to see the extra time being taken away unless it's the finals. So overall, the rules and regulations are changing towards making the spectacle better and taking care of the well-being of the players. The fact that young players will be introduced the way sports. Abhi ye har season aayega. I mean, you'll get this article, meet the fitness mastermind behind Arsenal's campaign, the man who keeps them in fit and blah, blah, blah. Read the stats of what gets them to the top. Whatever it is, I mean, you will get all of these things start to trickle in. And eventually, when you start to, any coach, I mean, most of them do realize that with 5 subs, you can change the nature of the game.
Yes.
And then it just becomes a matter of timing and deployment, as in who do you send on based on what situation you're facing. All of these changes will start to amplify, and then you're getting attacking specialist coaches, your set piece specialist coaches, jo Arsenal ko itna dur tak leke gaya last season, as in that was possibly the most spoken about aspect of Arsenal's campaign last year towards the end.
You mean the corner flag?
The corner flag.
That's what they're calling it nowadays, yeah.
I think there will soon be a bonus. There will be a soon bonus in the Arsenal players' contracts on the amount of corners you win for the team. Instead of goals.
Right.
You win for 10 corners, you unlock a bonus.
Sorry, Richard, aap keh rahe the. I'll let you finish your point.
No, it's just that the rules will constantly keep changing, and how you deploy your team, and maybe even the fashion of yellow cards and the sin bin and ye wo jo bhi aayega. We're not too far away from seeing big changes, purely to ensure that the top players are seen on the field. The best product possible is being telecast across the world. So yes, whoever controls the game is going to impact rules and changes that will affect the way teams are coached and players are recruited and used. So
Doesn't say me, sir.
पर ठीक है, वो तो प्योरेस्ट वाइब्स रहे।
प्योरिस्ट की बात नहीं सर, मैं कह रहा हूँ ये एक ऐसा खेल है, दिस इज नॉट डिपेंडेंट ऑन कंडीशन, दिस हैज वन बॉल, उसका एक वेट होता है, इस कैन बी प्लेड वेर एवर यू गो एंड प्ले। आपने खंबे लगाने, 11-11 बंदे खड़ा करने और आपने खेलने। एक उसके साथ एक और स्पोर्ट है ना, वो T20, कभी
G20 देखो भाई।
वो कभी ये वो सर, मतलब आप उसके फाउंडेशंस को इतना चेंज कर रहे हो स्पोर्ट के कि मतलब
Also look at where the foundation is being impacted now, right? You're looking at 4 teams playing the Champions League from England. You're looking at 2 teams playing in the, or whatever, 4 teams playing in the Club World Cup from 20 teams. From 20 teams to go there and play. It's a 4-year period that is being implemented. तो ये ऐसा नहीं है कि and players who are signing contracts for these clubs are being compensated equally. मतलब what Floyd said, or one of the points that was made, that अगर कम खेलना है तो कम कमाओगे, then you'll play for a non-Champions League team. You'll play for a team that doesn't play in the Club World Cup. If you want to be the elite of the elite, and clubs will recruit for this. They're going to recruit players who can step onto the pitch 50 times a season for all competitions, including international matches.
But then how long do they last is my point. You might do it for 2
चलेगा सही है, मतलब you see Pedri's report. He had undergone gene scanning to test what type of muscles he's got. His entire thing was revamped, his diet, his training regime, starting to do Pilates and all of that. And you look at his record, I think 56 games out of 59 he had started for Barcelona over the last period leading up to this week's game. And that's purely because they intervened at the right level. That is, if he's a high valued asset, you analyze him, you get him scanned, and you give him the best possible care based on what evidence comes on. Now, if they know he's a certain muscle type, what sort of training he needs to undergo, what sort of recovery protocols he needs to do, going to the cryo chamber, eating a certain way, all of these factors are being taken care of now. You look at guys like, I forget, Bielsa coming in defense of Yamal, when they said he's partying and stuff, but he also said he puts in 4 hours in the gym, he's taking care of his diet better than any youngster out there. So what we don't end up seeing also is that you will get injury-proof players coming through. Those who are robust, those who are, मतलब ये जो अभी muscle injuries हम लोग बोल रहे हैं, these will start to be addressed at the academy level. Like the academy players coming through today from the Premier League academies, La Liga academies, from the age of 12, 13, 14, they know how to analyze a game. They understand what zones are. They understand what all these complex terminologies are there. When they step into the first team environment, the way they take care of their bodies, the way they take care of their food, their routine, all of these things, that even in terms of the lifestyle, the players coming through will be far superior compared to pehle ki like Jamie Vardy types won't really come through. You won't really get too many players who come from a low division unknown team stepping onto the top stage. So these might come in from, let's say, lower ranked teams, but the product of the future will come in with all of these boxes ticked, that he can play 50 matches a season. और ये बन जाएगा भाई, मतलब it will catch up. So and they'll have long careers.
No, it's not just the players as well, because with respect to Liverpool, since I follow them, one of the criteria to sign Slot was that his record to keep players fit was really good. He had a 100% record of players staying fit through the entire season.
Oh.
So that is another criteria that the owners or the ones who make the decisions to get in the player, get in the coach, is that is his training protocol, his injury prevention protocol, or the people he has around him in his staff are so good that they keep players fit for the entire duration of the season. So that is another way of going about things. Sports science is on a different level altogether, and he's clear. Like now, for example, now we play Southampton midweek in the cup. He clearly said, Van Dijk, Konate, Gravenberch, Alisson are not going to play the game. So it's already decided, not just now, not just after this game. It has been decided 2-3 weeks ago as well, that this is how they are going to plan their pre-season, and players reach their peak towards the Christmas period when it comes to, in terms of fitness, in terms of technical, tactical, all these style of play, they reach their peak in the months of October, November, December. That is what is genuinely considered here.
तो फिर आप कह रहे हो मतलब विद स्पोर्ट्स साइंस तो सर वो अलग ही रेस भाग रहे हैं, विद दैट मीन कि मतलब इट्स द एंड ऑफ दोस कोचेस। अब हमारे टाइम में 12-25 राउंड मारते थे, हाथ ऊपर करके भागते रहते थे, हम भागते रहते।